Dolly's Factory versus Dandysworld. Sorry for the sudden long form video. I didn't expect this to be a long form video, so yeah. Okay, but anyways, let's get into it. Dolly's Factory is great and is honestly better than Dandysworld in gameplay wise, but character design wise is a different story. The way they use anime faces for the characters is just really weird and does not feel like a kid's place at all, and it just feels way too realistic. Like Jinx, for example. Don't get me wrong, she's a great character with a great ability, but honestly, she has a really bad design, and she doesn't have any eyebrows either. Dandysworld has much better characters, not about ability-wise, but design-wise. I know Dolly's Factory is inspired, but they should inspire more by getting rid of the anime faces and giving them actual real faces that look good. Dandysworld has actually pretty characters, but Dolly's Factory does have pretty characters like Jelly Bell and Queenie. Those are my two favorites, like ignore that. But most Dandysworld characters are actually pretty and handsome. But Dolly's Factory, I can make an entire list of ugly characters for Dolly's Factory. There's Coda, Doug, Them, Dexter, Rocky. The list goes on and on. Dandysworld has much better lore than Dolly's Factory. Like, I get that Dolly is a cosmic being or whatever, but Dandysworld has like much better lore. There's more lore for different tunes, and that's what makes the game good. Now, I'm not entirely caught up on Dolly's Factory lore since I'm quite new to the game. I started recently, but Dandysworld, I've been playing Dandysworld for about a year now, and it's much better lore. But Dandysworld, the gameplay is just grind and repetitive. But Dolly's Factory is actually fun because the zones, like, it's easier to complete machines. The boss floors every 5 floors is actually really fun and hard to do since it's different from just machine, next floor, machine, next floor, like Dandysworld. Dandysworld would be tied with Dolly's Factory if there was more mini games instead of just machine. Dandysworld is actually so boring to play, but Dolly's Factory is much more fun to play because it's less grindy and less repetitive. But yeah, my point is Dolly's Factory is much more fun because it's less repetitive, but Dandysworld has much better character designs, but it's more repetitive. Dolly's Factory is much easier and more starter friendly because unlike Dandysworld, you get more than 3 lives. If you get hit 3 times in Dolly's Factory, you still get to live since it's a health bar instead of just 3 hearts. And I'm sorry to everyone who thinks this is a good mechanic, but the mechanic where if you are playing as a main tune in Dandysworld where you only have 2 hearts, it's actually so bad. It's extremely unfair, but anyways, Dolly's Factory is different because everyone who has different hearts or different health, well, depending on what stat you have in health. And the main class plushies, or I don't know what to call them, but they're much easier to get. Unlike Dandysworld, it takes like 5 months to get your first main in Dandysworld. Anyways, this is the end of my rant, so bye!